Hey, how you doing, YouTube? Yeah, today we're going to work on a rusty tin car. This is one of the views of it. I like this one. But yeah, we'll get started here. I'm using an RSVP Pentel. No, I'm using a this is a Pilot Custom 823. Sorry about that. It's got Noodler's ink in it, and we use it pretty often. I love working with fountain pens. This little view, I'll put the picture up at the end of the video as usual if you guys want to draw something yourself, if you're practicing journaling. These are pretty basic little paintings here. Anyway, this one I just was coming back from a camping trip up in Colorado, and man, I was dead tired. I had taken, instead of the camp trailer, I had taken a cargo trailer that I use for work, and we'd just threw out a mattress in the cargo trailer and slept in there. But I couldn't park near where the camp park, where we were actually camping. So the campfire and the grill and the table, all that stuff was uphill quite a way from the vehicle. And we spent a week up there going uphill. Man, when I got back, the dogs were even worn out. They didn't want to do anything. They were just dead tired. So anyway, this one's I think it's south of Alamosa, Colorado. Yeah, on I think 285, Highway 285, I believe is where it is. Curious thing, we just came back from another trip up there, and we were in a different area, different camp area, but used the same highway, and went by this building again, and I'm afraid the little car is no longer there. I thought I would get a different view of it, different shot. Because when I came back that time, I was tired, man. I saw the car and did a U-E on the highway there, trailer and all, and just parked, took a couple of shots, and got back on the road. I was just beating feet to get somewhere where I could get some decent rest. So this one I'm just inking in over pencil. I drew the original, and then I did a couple of copies on the light table. So, because I wanted to try a couple different things. And you'll see at the end, this one that I'm working on here, I didn't paint everything in. And I'll show you one that I did before this one where I painted most of it in. But I like to leave a little bit unpainted. I think it adds a little character to it, but of course everybody can comment and let me know what they think at the end of this deal. It's a cute little place. I don't know if any of you get to Colorado to camp, but man, is it wonderful up there. We go up there a lot of times and get into the tall pines. And this last time, I'm hoping to post these pretty soon, but we just recently got back from a trip. This would be late June, and the phones stopped having service at 10,300 feet. So we went another couple miles uphill. So I don't know. I would assume we were above 10,500 feet, but if you've ever been in New Mexico in June, late June, July, it's hot. It was so nice, so pleasant to be up there in the tall pines and breeze blowing, and boy, we had a great time up there. So yeah, I'm just coloring in a little bit of umber. I don't think that the actual photograph was I don't think the building was any kind of brown. It was actually a white building, but I wanted it to have a little something. You could do it white and just put in shadows, and on the shadow on this one on the ground here, I think I would have liked to have put in a little more blue and a few colors in it, but it's just a simple sketch. It's the kind of thing you would do in your art journal if you stopped there and spent a half hour sitting there across the highway painting it. But the car may show up pretty well if you did it with just a white building. Might try it that way sometime. So here I'm gonna let a little music play, I think, and we'll get some of the painting done. I'll come back. We'll talk a little more. Man, sorry, during the break there I was eating some walnuts. They help me sleep a little bit. I'm currently about 11:30, on its way to midnight, and just anxious to get this done, so I'm not very tired. The day I did this obviously I'm speaking to you now, I'm making a recording the voice while the video is playing, because I tried to do voice the day that I did this, but man, it was just one of those days. The phone rang and cars and sirens and all kinds of things went by. And so you're fortunate that I'm narrating after the fact. But then I usually do anyway. I don't know what that little bit of blunder was. I'll get you back in here. So I'll put a little more shadow. putting the shadow on the vehicle with pretty much just mud that was in the palette. And I think I got a little gray here, but sometimes in your journal they don't come out quite perfect either. Yeah, did I already say this, that I don't know, it's a mattress for a seat. I think it was a futon folded in half for you to sit on. I just thought that was pretty cute. Someone has a good humorous imagination. Sad to see that the car wasn't there anymore, though. Kind of wonder what happened to it. Who knows? Maybe somebody took it to restore it or put it in a museum somewhere. I hope I'm not making a bunch of noise on this video. These walnuts are really good. So in a minute here, I'm going to show you the finished one of this with the frame on it, with the mat on it. And then you can have a look at the other one. The one I did first, I put quite a bit more, painted more of the building. But I kind of like this effect. So yeah, here's a little more ink. And I just love this sort of thing, don't you? Finding old rusty cars. You know, it's getting harder and harder to bump into things. I used to like to draw and sketch just big metal things, rusty things. But steel has gotten to be, and steel and all that, the metals have become so I guess they're worth so much money. You know, you can trade a non-running car in for $500 or more. So anyway, they're getting harder to find. They don't tend to sit around as much as they did a few years back. I'm just drying it with the hair dryer here. Couple little touches. My gas pump. Now the car, I left it this way because I do a little postcards, and I kind of just go for cute. But if you were really doing some serious artwork, I think you'd want to move that car a little further to the foreground. It looks slightly close to the building. Cute old building too, man. It's from, you know, some time past, who knows when. Back in the day, as they say. I have no idea what I was pointing at there. Busy hands. So there's the first one that I did, and there's the second one. But I'll let you have a look here in a minute with a mat. Here's this one matted up. It makes a kind of a cute little drawing, little sketch. And that one's the first one that I did. Like I say, I think the one with less of the building painted looks a little bit better, but go ahead and make a comment. Tell me what you think. So, doodly poop. I enjoyed doing this one. And the credits are going to roll here, and then we'll have, I'll put the picture up of the vehicle. And you can get after it and see what you can do with it. All right, I'll see you on the next one.